When I first joined Phoenix One, it was amazing because I never really got that chance from other teams, and P1 kind of gave me that opportunity to show like what I was worth. And even though the split was completely shit at the start, first half, and even at the second half, the beginning when I was playing, it was still bad. I still felt like I owed it to them to kind of give it to my all. It was just amazing to play on LCS stage, and I wanted to really give a good performance to show everyone that, like, you know, fuck you kind of thing. So I was just really happy to get that chance by Phoenix One. I think it was pretty good. I felt like we were all getting along really well, and our play kind of showed it. Like at the first split, we were like, or the first start of the first split, we were really good, and it looked pretty strong for us. But then I feel like there's a lot of like problems coming up. Like even for myself, like I had a lot of shit going on, and I felt like we kind of just got worse and worse as time went on. Pretty much, it all started in like the Korea trip. I think a lot of my old teammates were gone, and it was only like Derek left. And it was kind of like hard for me because those are like my friends too at the time, and the friends I made in LA. So like I feel like I lost a lot of them, and the whole culture was changing to Korean culture. Like I didn't mind it, but it was just like a big change for me because I'm so accustomed to Western culture. And it was just a bunch of things that were chaining up and like causing me to like stress and like have it. It was just hard for me to accept the things that are going on. And like when we got back from Korea, it was okay at first because like I think we were really good as a team, and then over time everything kind of like started adding up. It just kept piling up, and for me the stress was like too much because like I had a lot of stuff going on with my life, and like my mom, she recently like she fell on ice like in Vancouver. It was snowing a lot over the weekend, and she like broke her leg, which was pretty bad. And it kind of felt like I tried not to think of it too much, but it just would get your attention every now and then. And I think as a pro athlete, you need to be dedicated like 100%. Like you have to completely put all your time to your craft. And I was like, if this is League of Legends I'm focusing on, like I want to completely put all my effort into it. And I felt really bad because I wasn't even trying like as much as I should be. And it showed later in my play that like I kind of just kept getting worse and worse. And I think the break helped me a lot. Oh yeah, when Meteos came aboard, it's kind of hard because like I was on my break during that time. So like I was watching my team play over the weekend, and I didn't expect them to play so well. So that was like hard for me to take, because like you don't want to. It's like nice to see your team do well, but when they do well without you, you kind of wonder like how important were you to the team.
Frost is stalling out. The Nexus turret goes down. The Nexus is falling. Phoenix One has done it. They have defeated TSM 14-1.
I was feeding off like all the shit that people would say on Reddit. Like after the TSM series, like it's hard not to let that shit get to you. Like you kind of like slowly let it like bring it in. Like it's hard when you're like doing well and like everyone around you is just complimenting you and is saying like you're so good, like you're doing this really well, like you're carrying P1 this split. Like when all people say that, like at first I try to say like no, I'm good. I won't like take it in. I won't like make it change me. But I think over time it changed me a lot, which was really bad. And I didn't notice it at first. I feel like you need someone to like kind of tell you like, hey man, like keep the ego in check, right? I wasn't able to keep it in check, and eventually when people started saying like all this negative things about me, it kind of hurt a lot, and it was hard for me to really take it in. That shit sucks. Like you just have to, if you're taking it for the positives, you have to be able to take it for the negatives, and I wasn't like mentally capable of doing it at the time. So like when people said all that negative stuff about me, it really like got under my skin. And I think now I'm better. Like even if I do well, like I'm not gonna like read what they say. Like even if we go like 3-0 in playoffs, like I'm still not gonna read Reddit. Like I don't really give a shit anymore about that because I know it's like it can end wrong, and I'm just trying to like focus on kind of like what my coach thinks of me and like what the players around me think. When the Blitz interview came out, I didn't really talk to the community, so I wanted to like have that chance to speak my mind and tell people like how I was feeling. And I feel like it might have came off like not the greatest, but like how I felt was just like my mentality was really bad at that time, and I went back to the break and I came back, but I changed a lot over the few weeks. Like I fixed a lot of shit I was doing wrong, and like I wanted to come back and show the team like I was different, like I was gonna commit like fully, and it was just disappointing because I wasn't able to do it. We kind of looked shaky in the first like the last week against Cloud9 and TSM, but I still think we're a really good team. I think people shouldn't worry so much, and I want them to know like I'm trying my hardest, like I'm trying like above and beyond to like perform well, and I just want people to like, you know, accept me for like who I am and not like chant we want Medios back after we lose one game. Like I would prefer that the best. I'm actually just gonna try my hardest I've ever done because I want us to show up on playoffs, and I want to play well for the team. I want them to not worry so much so I can take that burden and play really well. So like if we're doing poorly, I don't want them to worry. If I'm playing well, I feel like the team will be a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna try really hard to improve, but moving forward, I expect us to go to the finals. I think everyone wants to go to the finals. Like it's a Vancouver finals. That's like the goal, and I really just want to go there.